Would be a bloodbath. Hopefully it's not a one-sided bloodbath at that. Cold World already getting a little bit of vision. I mean, personally in my book, I think the fighter jungle, like the Martis, always has a little bit of advantage in laning phase against the assassin.
Yeah, and thing here is we do have an impure rage on Esmeralda, not one on the Uranus, so possibly might be able to kind of out-rotate Uranus when it comes to some of those mana issues that he has already. You can see Yellow not taking that type of advice. He's already in enemy jungle.
I mean, Milo's gonna have to be a little bit careful. Like I said, in laning phase, Esmeralda definitely kind of gets a slight advantage. Once we get into consecration area where Milo can kind of pop that ultimate and move around a bit more and get health back even more, that's when it's going to become a problem for Promise. But here comes TOB, Phantom Execution through the wall, Promise, and a bad side back against the wall, lots of damage, and Milo picks up the kill.
Yeah, early kill for them, and these early rotations, this is what we were talking about. It's that macro and that micro that comes from the Ohio Brothers. These rotations, you have to be communicating, you have to be letting them know in these side lanes where everyone is at, or at least getting vision, because they are always coming from every different angle.
Most definitely, every single angle, exactly. Avalon needs to get that vision. Best player, though, doesn't want to let anyone go back to base. Demon taking a little bit of damage. He's going to need to stay in the back line. Demon had a great, I mean, wonderful game against BTK on this Novaria, but BTK had no way to get to Demon. You can already see Milo. He knows his job. He knows his assignment. He's going to harass Demon as much as possible. And same thing with best player on this Lancelot, lots of puncture through the front lines potential.
Yeah, and you can see already 4 members set up for this turtle on the side of the Ohio Brothers, and zoning now.
Yeah, TOB does such a good job at zoning, man. Oh, there we go, Private.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit off, a little bit more than he can chew, and especially that little snipe coming out from Demon. A little bit of a different game than the first, and tied up right now, 1-1, and not in favor of anybody yet. We can take a look here at some of the items. You do see that Molten Core being built up for best player. Definitely trying to go with that tanks a lot route. Just narrowly out-golding and out-farming the Martis on the opposite side there. Tarzan.
Flicker in, nice hit. On to Zia there. Zia to flicker away though. Does not go down. But we're seeing some nice range from Cold World, some nice possible setups for the future.
Yeah, Hoon throwing a couple jabs out there to Demon just to let him know where he's at, but still 3 up on top. Oh, big pop-up.
A lot of damage on Zia, but in comes Phantom Execution. Able to counter back, but it's a kill for kill. Gold laner for gold laner. Cold World on the brink, though, able to get taken out. Cold World going down to best player. Next is going to be Super Shark, though. Tarzan finding it. Now he's in a bad spot. Gets terrified. Taken out from Hoon. It's a 2-for-3 trade in favor of the Ohio Brothers.
Just cleaning up shot, and it just seems like any single time you supposedly catch the Ohio Brothers, there's always 2 or 3 other players there waiting to punish you for that exact set. And now you can see the value you get out of that Uranus, already in enemy sides, getting that vision, and starting to get a little fearless here is Mielo.
Yeah, now we're going to have to kind of, I think Avalon knows, maybe we slow it down a little bit. We have lots of late game potential. So does the Ohio Brothers. So I think Avalon doesn't have to force it, even though they have the Martis. Like, if you get an early game snowball, it is a plus. But if you don't, at least you're not pigeonholed into that. You still have basic on the Aerithil. You still have the Esmeralda. You still have Demon with insane poke damage to the ambush shark. Doesn't want to let it happen. Cold World in a bad spot. Going to get taken out, blasted against the wall. Zia picking up the kill.
Yeah, and especially with those kills going on to Zia, because you know he likes to build that BOD early. They don't really exactly have the lead to where it can kind of match up with basic getting some of his items. I did see that he picked up those Haas Claws earlier, I want to say a minute earlier as well. So, I mean, it definitely doing well with the Ohio Brothers, putting the points where they need to be and being where they need to be as well, as we see 2 up here at top.
Basic needs to be careful, man. Shark is he's just hanging out with Zia. That's his big brother right there. He's taking care of him. He's making sure he's a good gold lane. And as long as Zia has a good gold lane, it's going to look good for the Ohio Brothers. Best player taking things slow. He's 2-0-2. Does have a level, 2 levels over Tarzan, though.
Oh, best player.
A little bit of damage. Phantom Execution through. Not able to finish on a Demon, though.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see here Tarzan getting Mielo. Just, I mean, Mielo is everywhere, trying to be a nuisance to the team, trying to be annoying, letting them know that he's all over there. Oh,
there it is again. Divine Retribution, Basic going to go down, and able to sneak around the back and take the kill, putting him at 2-0 and 2 as well.
And this is the problem that you're seeing there. Tarzan rotates up late instead of possibly using that momentum to push onto another lane. Once you're starting to rotate late, you're starting to basically follow the enemy team instead of creating plays yourself.
Most definitely. It's 6 minutes in almost. The Ohio Brothers leading 6-3, about a 3,000 gold lead. Best player versus Promise. Promise misses the falling star moon.
Ooh.
Gonna have to try to get away. Tower taken down as well off cam. This is starting to become a big win. Cold World looking for the Tyrant's revenge. Oh, best player faces through. Can they get the finish? Yes, Basic gets the shutdown. Puts a nice amount of gold into his pocket. Could be helpful for the turnaround.
I feel like that Tyrant's Rage was whiffed. He pushed him back into the tower instead of stunning him against the wall. That allowed him some time to be able to get away because it did not stun him. It only moved him, and he was able to flicker himself out of danger. Tarzan might be in a little trouble.
Takes the purple buff. As long as he can get away from this, it's worth it, but he doesn't. Kazoon steals the decimation and uses it against his own hero.
Man, the Ohio Brothers, and every single time you try to get a little bit of an advantage, whether it's trying to rotate them, trying to steal a buff, they are always there, always aware of their surroundings, and always able to counter it. Oh, Promise.
Promise in trouble, gonna get terrified. Super Shark able to get him locked up and should be able to finish this off. Wait, no!
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay.
shot out of midair.
The little bit of hope that he was going to be able to get out of there that generated an insane amount of shield at the last second, but ultimately the same conclusion there. 3 members of the Ohio Brothers pounding down and holding their foot against the neck of Promise there.
I mean, at this point, Avalon once again in a very bad spot. It's a 4K gold lead, the Ohio Brothers. What do they even do here, Private?
I mean, what you want to do here is try to get, I mean, you have to, the shot calling has to be onto a lane quickly. Right now, they're starting to react. You see the rotation already at the 4-man rotation for the Ohio Brothers. They have vision now. Are they going to be, they're not going to be able to counteract this, it looks like already. They're looking like about 5K behind. Ooh, pop-up.
Nice pop-up. No return, though. Got to keep the change on that one.
And this is kind of speaking on the cohesiveness right now of Avalon. The pop-up there, but nobody in position to really take advantage of it. And it's not like it wasn't a squishy target for them that they could have bursted down. And now Mielo, 4 members.
He's not stressing it. He's not worried. But here comes the conceal play. Big damage. Bad for Tarzan. He's going to go down there. Cold World taken off the map as well. Promise also in a little bit of trouble. Basic cornered up. Hoon trying to get away here. Basic wants to chase him down, has a heavy crossbow, can't get the final shot in though. And now Promise wants to try to defend this tower. The Ohio Brothers have broken through all tier 3s, looking for tier 2 down the mid side now.
Yeah, and they're doing such a great job zoning out. You can see diving in is best player. Oh man.
He's a monster.
Yeah, and he's doing such a great job. He dives in, tanks some of the damage, uses that Phantom Execution and the Thorned Rose to kind of draw out some of those abilities from the other team. Meanwhile, in the back, the Ohio Brothers cleaning up these towers like they're supposed to, and then quickly just retreating.
Most definitely now, Avalon getting a little bit of space to breathe, right? But they still haven't broken a single tower, Private.
Yeah, not a single tower right here, and that's just kind of telling you how well we've talked about the Ohio Brothers, how their execution is, despite the characters that they pick here. You can take a look here at some of the gold here, 3K ahead of the enemy jungler right now. Martis, Tarzan sitting at 4K, while best player sitting at 7. And like the gold lead isn't that big, but when you have that big of a gold lead on one person, it speaks for your team composition, speaks for the steadfastness of this game.
The Ohio Brothers spread nicely across the map right now, right? Like Mielo staying on the boss side, and Mielo kind of always keeps this, keeps this opposite distance. When the rest of the team goes down to bot side, Mielo moves up to top. When the rest of the team goes to the top side, Mielo goes up to bottom. Now, Lord, gonna start getting worked on, but the Ohio Brothers don't have to rush it. Because I think the goal here is, let's see if we can get Lord and maybe 1 or 2 members as well.
Conceal plays out.
Oh, right in the backside. Lots of damage. Basic immediately deleted. Cold World will be the next on the block. Chop down. Double kill for Hoon. They're looking for more. Milo.
Oh, Tarzan.
Tarzan has no escape from this. He's going to try to more coils away. A nice meteor shot comes in Hoon's face. But still, Milo chases him down like a dog and takes him out.
Yeah, chases him down and now allowing a lot of space for the Ohio brothers to get this Lord uncontested. 1 or 2 people left on the side of Avalon, and I'm not even sure. I mean, this might be a pretty successful Lord for them as well. Non-luminous, but I mean, the gold lead they have right now, 9K at 10 minutes.
Yeah, the Ohio brothers just feeling confident with this. Super Shark taking a little bit of damage. Falling Star Moon does not connect once again. Cold War on the backside trying to keep Hoon at bay as Avalon continue to defend, but the Ohio brothers are still once again everywhere. Milo being the ever-present nuisance. The gnat in your face that you're just trying to swat at but won't leave you alone. They will not stop. Best player forces Phantom Execution to get away. Pops back with Lawrence Rones, putting about 20% damage onto Promise there.
Yeah, Lord still coming down at mid, but this team is ready. Lanes are all going to kind of, except for top lane, we have mid and bottom lanes about to sync up. Looking to put that pressure is the Ohio brothers.
Conceal play from Avalon. Looking for a slip up. Cold World hanging out on the backside, charging up the revenge. Decides not to use it. Best player though, dashing through with the puncture. Phantom Execution finds Basic. Looking for another target though. Shark goes down. Tarzan able to find one. It's 2 for 1.
Hoon.
Promise though in a bad spot. Able to find Hoon, but will go down to Zia. 3 for 2. Make it 4. That is bad. Demon all alone now. 3 members left for the Ohio brothers. They're going to break through the inhibitor. Try to finish this game.
10 seconds.
And best player, Demon needs to try to defend, but they've locked on 50%. Looking for game 2 here. Demon trying to stop him, but there's just no way.
Avalon getting a trounce for game 2. The Ohio brothers